Yeah, so we got the movie Abigail, and gotta say, it's a very cool vampire movie. It's one of those things that I wish they could have hid that in the trailer, but it's kind of the reason why you're watching the movie, you know? Because you see this ballerina that becomes a vampire. But it would have been cool if we were in a day and age where they were just showing these kidnappers and did it, maybe cut it where it's like, oh, this is the, something's hunting them or anything. But it makes more sense that they did it the way they did it to promote it. But it would have been cool. I love the hiding the monster, but they didn't do anything wrong with their promotion. So, this movie has Melissa Barra in it, which I've just recently discovered her. Dan Stevens, who's actually, he was in Godzilla X Kong. He was also in Legion and stuff. Guy's a really good actor. Alicia Ware plays Abigail the vampire. Fantastic job. She was able to control like the I'm a kid versus I'm a vicious vampire. Then you got like William Catlett, who I was like looking like, is he his younger brother? Because usually he has like a beard and stuff, but he actually looked really young and good, and he played his part very well. Catherine Newton, she's been always good at what she does. And Kevin Durand, who's been really cool. And that guy's been in a lot too, and I've enjoyed him, especially in The Strain. He was awesome as Vet. Angus Cloud, he's been in stuff, and Giancarlo Esposito, you can't go wrong with him. And, they had this stuff, so that's kind of the rundown. But basically, it was really cool. It was like this whole trap situation. They're stuck there, for the night. They have to deal with this, but it opens up into another kind of problem. The cat and mouse game was excellent. The movie's pacing was really well done. It is definitely a movie I could sit down and rewatch, no problem. Just because it's very interesting. It starts off one way, leads you another way, and it's very interesting how it puts together and how they're trying to figure out what can hurt a vampire, what can't hurt a vampire, and you're like learning the lore versus thing, like that Dusk Till Dawn kind of feel and stuff like that. It's like, well, now that we're dealing with the situation, what do we do? And how each person has to deal with it in their own way, who they are, what they represent. And it's really cool because you get to know little tidbits on each person, but it's enough background and they acted it so well that you're like, each one of these people are an individual, and this person is this way, and this person is this way, and this person, and it fits where they actually feel like characters and people, and they're going through their stuff. And as everything goes downhill, there's a lot of story on why this situation is happening, what it means to Abigail, and then throughout it does a shift in some aspects that I think is fantastic. How they handled it and ran through, but also too, what made it really cool was that they found a way to put heart into the movie. Like, there are some actual emotional moments. And when you find out, like, who's this particular person, how did this situation happen, who Abigail actually is, what's going on. And they legit found a way to make you sit back and go, wow. Thinking about it that way. Sheesh. And it's really well put together how they did it. It's definitely a movie I would tell anyone, hey, you want to watch it, go for it. You want to do like Halloween kind of thing, or if you want to add it, I could see it being someone's favorite vampire movie. Like I said, it gave me that From Dusk Till Dawn unique feel, that Lost Boys one unique feel. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, I loved how, and before I go to my rating, I also just want to point out, I love how each actor embodied who they were. Like the one guy, Rickles, he embodied who he was. He wasn't just this, like, you once they kind of like reveal certain things, you feel it. Catherine Newton acted like a young youth. And you felt it from her, even though she normally like plays a little more sophisticated. She was very young and poppy. Like everybody really played their roles to stand out. That even if you don't remember their names, you remember their character. So for me, I rate this as should buy. I rate this as a should buy. This is definitely going into the collection. I really had a great time with it. If they wanted to continue in this world, they could. If they want to leave it where it is, it's totally fine. So yeah. That's what I rate Abigail as. Tell me if you've seen the movie. What do you think? I honestly think if you like horror films, you should totally check it out. It has a very unique flavor to it. And I think it's the same people that did like Evil Dead or something, but the whole ballerina vampire thing, it's crazy, but it works. So, like I said, tell me what you think. Geek Protagonist, you stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real, and I'll see ya.